launch of Gabby's newest book, Spirit Junkie, which is an autobiographical tale of her spiritual path, really, her spiritual journey.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So for those who might not be familiar with you, tell me just a little bit about why you wrote this book.
Yeah, so I'm also the author of a book called Add More Ing to Your Life, A Hip Guide to Happiness. And Ing was a very prescriptive book. It was really 3 steps in 30 days. Here's how you find happiness. Here's how you release the blocks. And here's how you bulldoze your fears. And a lot of my Ing readers came to me saying, I really want to hear more about you.
I was so one of those readers. The whole book,
yeah.
I mean, I get to ask you anything I want, but for people who don't, I felt like I really wanted you.
Yeah, good. Okay, good. Well, now you get
So it's perfect. This is totally the solution to my craving.
That's exactly what happened. So there was just endless emails from girls and friends that were saying, please tell us more about you. We want to hear your story. We want to hear how you overcame your fears. And I'm a recovering addict. I've recovered from drug addiction and love addiction and food addiction and work addiction and all kinds of addictions, and I've really transformed my fears, and I've reclaimed my freedom, and this book is my story of how I did that. And so I take the reader from adolescence to the present, of how spirit has been knocking on my door, beckoning me to come and turn inward, and how I turned my back on that call for many years, and how then I, at 25 years old, made the decision to commit to a spiritual life and today live beyond my wildest dreams. So that's my story.
So can you tell me a specific story about a moment when spirit was knocking on your door and you were like, not so much?
Yeah. Well, I talk about, there's a bunch in there. There's a bunch.
I'm sure there are.
And then there's those moments where I'm like, okay, I get it. Okay, I'll come. Okay. So there was a bunch in the beginning when I was an adolescent, when I was a 16-year-old having an existential crisis. And
what 16-year-old is not having an existential crisis?
I mean, at the time, I thought that I was the only one, okay? And I wish I was friends with you at the time. But I was like, everybody just cares about the prom and, their jean shorts and, wrapping their sweaters around their waist.
We so should have been friends.
I know. I was longing for all of my sisters now, but I found you now. And I finally feel accepted. But there was this feeling of like, who am I? What the hell is going on? Why am I here? What's going on? And there's just this turmoil. And so that led to a deep, deep, deep depression. And I was living in this really depressed state. And my mom, who's a major hippie and yogi, taught me to meditate at 16. And so I, through my practice of meditation, really experienced this tremendous amount of love energy pass through me. Whenever I would sit, I would just feel completely taken over with love. I would feel completely released and at ease and calm. And I loved this experience, and it really, really anesthetized my pain for quite some time. And then, like all good young 16-year-olds, I was like, fuck it, where's the drugs? And just turned my back on that and became a college student and just said, oh, you know what, that real happiness is out there. Let me search a little harder.
Yeah.
So I spent another 5 or 6 years searching.
If I just look around this corner, maybe if I move to New York, or maybe if I land the perfect job, or maybe if I get the right boyfriend,
yeah. I call that the when I have. So when I have that job, when I have that boyfriend, I have that money, I'll be happy. And I learned that that did not work.
No, it does not.
And then you get the other story. It is.
And it's definitely what we're told.
It's definitely what we're told. We are not told what we're teaching, but luckily today the stuff that we're teaching is quite accepted.
It is. And I love that you dedicate this book to your mother. It says, for my mother, thank you for being my spiritual running buddy. How beautiful is that? Yeah. Can you talk a little bit about how that type of gratitude infuses your daily life and is one of the things that you learned?
Yeah. It's interesting because I find myself, when you're moving really fast through your life and you've got a lot of things happen, and when you let spirit take the wheel, things get really big. And so, as you know. And so, that's a thrilling, an amazing thing, but I really work hard every day to center back into the gratitude I have for every moment and for all of the gifts I've been given and all of the lessons I have received. And even just thinking about that, unfortunately, my mom's going through some treatment, as you know, and she won't be able to be at my book launch lecture. And I've had these meditations where I've been envisioning myself and at the lecture, honoring my mother, and I know I'll cry a lot at that lecture.
I'm gonna cry now.
I know. And just welcoming her presence into the room, even though she isn't physically there in that form. but she'll hopefully be watching on Ustream or something.
Yeah.
So, but just was really honoring the people who come into our life in all of the great ways and even in the difficult ways for being our greatest assignments for spiritual growth and change. And that's a big part of this message in this book, is how our relationships are our greatest assignments.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Another question I have for you is, being a young woman, yeah, I'll just leave it there. I mean, there's so many other descriptors I could give for this question. Being a young woman, one of the things I struggle with is in this world of being a spiritual teacher and writing and doing TV stuff or whatever. I mean, by TV stuff, I mean Glimpse TV, obviously.
And many more.
And many more. Do you find ever that you have trouble either taking yourself seriously or being taken seriously because of being young and not having been on the planet that long?
I think that for the most part, well, here's what I really believe.
That's what I really like to know.
Yeah, the universe reflects back to us our internal state. So women like yourself and myself, we take ourselves very seriously. We believe in ourselves. We genuinely believe in the work that we are putting out. We are centered in that work. And as a result, that is reflected back to us. Now, there are resistors. Today I got a tweet from somebody being like, what the fuck? What is spirit junkie? That's the worst title I've ever heard. And just probably some metaphysician out there that's pissed that I put the word junkie with spirit.
Yeah.
And God bless her. Now, if she, God bless her. Have your own experience. Believe in whatever you want. This is a new time. It's a new way to expand the spiritual lexicon and give a new language that is going to be relevant to a lot of people who need it.
Yeah.
And there will be plenty of people who don't like it. And I just have to say, God bless you all.
Beautiful. Yeah. Beautiful answer. Okay.
Can't please everybody.
Yeah, no, you can't. So, okay, so today, right now, what are you the most excited about?
I have about 12 lectures ahead of me in the next 15 days, no, probably like 25 days maybe.
Wow.
It's almost like every
I'm
other
so
day.
happy I got you before
Yes,
that.
yeah, I know.
I mean, obviously you're going to give it your best every
Yeah,
single night.
yeah.
And I know you'll be sleeping a lot.
I know, Kate taught me how to
We've talked
sleep.
about that.
She taught me how to sleep. I don't use an alarm clock as often as possible. That's my advice. That's her advice to me. So I'm really looking forward to going on the road and being with my spiritual running buddies like Christina Rilo, my friend Lisa Hallerman, and being with people like Marcy Shimoff and the Conscious Divas in Vancouver.
Amazing.
And,
Shout out to Kate.
Just Kate, we love you. And going
out.
out. I know, I can't wait to meet that lady. And just these beautiful people who are putting on these events for me and hosting dinners, like the Summit people are going to host a dinner at their Malibu place, and it's like,
beautiful.
What's cooler than that? You just to get to go on the road, you pack some really cute clothes, and you just show up and people are putting on some fabulous events for you.
Yeah.
And so this is my moment in a public service announcement to thank all of you, those of you in Connecticut, Glenn, and in Vancouver, Kate, and Christina Rilo for picking me up at the airport and taking me to Google. For the others at Google, I'm just going to sit with me there. And, just the people, my friend Elisa Hallerman in LA, all of you who just show up and respect what I'm doing and open your homes to me and pick me up in your cars, and Danielle Laporte and all of you, like,
so
thank you. That, you probably agree, like, that's the most groovy part about this gig, is that you just get to be taken care of by these people that love and support and believe in what you're doing.
Yeah, and I've been living that since February.
Yeah, I know. That's your life.
That's my life. Is really trusting the being taken care of and knowing that it's really more than okay to receive that, and that really it's a value for value exchange. And I think that's so beautiful because it's a gift to people who are supporting you. I mean, even from doing a 10-minute interview to having you stay in their home, and it's beautiful, and it really keeps you in the flow. Yeah,
just to that point, it's like even being here with Kate right now. So many of you guys, Meg and Latham and Chris Carr, everyone has shown up to just do their video and push put their tweet out and put their Facebook up. Thank you.
It's so fun. It's so fun, and it's so. Really. Yeah, money, shmoney, blah, blah, blah. What we really live for is to see, okay, I'll just speak for myself. What I really live for is to be part of something bigger than myself.
That's right.
And if that's your book launch today, that's so rockin'. Because I love it, because I know it's being orchestrated by God and the divine and everything else. So it's really great. So thank you for coming on the show again. See you soon.
So I gotta tell everybody where to get the book.
Oh my gosh, of course.
Obviously, you can go to the Amazon.
And the link is below.
And the link is below. And Amazon will be giving, obviously, quite good deals.
Yes.
And you can also go to gabbyb.tv. You can go to barnesandnoble.com. You can go to indiebound.com. You can go anywhere that you want.
It will be everywhere.
Yes.
Gabby in the cutest little dress designed by
Hala Namatsude, yeah, another beautiful friend.
Yeah.
And so gabbyb.tv is my site, and also herfuture.com.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. And
See
go
you.
see Gabby live if you're in one of the cities near her.
I love meeting Kate's friends. All of Kate's friends who have come to me on my lecture circuit are the most awesome, genuine women. Please come out. I love you all. Come, find me.
Excellent.